Garden, all ready for NBA playoff basketball. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Playoffs. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello. Mike, Boston holds a 1-0 lead in this series.
And the Celtics showed how dominant they were in Game 1. This is a team that only lost one time at home all season. The Bulls are up against the odds in this one.
And for Chicago, they'll be hoping for another man, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and McHale at the forwards, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson. And that shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but to take 3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right. And both free throws good for Jordan. Great positioning on the putback. And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent, actually too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both.
In Boston in the NBA playoffs.
He's got presence, though, doesn't he, Mike, on the floor?
And he can back it up with that body.
And Jordan with 49 points the last game.
Kyle Macy.
Mark, any chance you think Vader? It's hauled in by Oakley. And the big question and Mike problem for the Celtics. How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in Game 1. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks.
With possession here. Trailing here by 8. There's the drive. Down it goes!
Take that rack down!
What a slam!
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving this
over Johnson. Kevin McHale pulls it in.
Boy, that's a squandered opportunity there.
One he'd like to have back for sure.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Textbook alley-oop finish that time by Jordan, picking a clean pass right out of the air for the big slam.
2 minutes remaining.
So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Celtics. Jordan with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. On up the court. That one is good from Macy.
And you look at this Chicago.
Looking the ball around now. They need this. That one, no good. Great D that time from Jordan. Here's Banks. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Well, they had up with the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
Evans checked in for Dennis Johnson.
They're scoring.
It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And this is how you defend a player like him. Nice job contesting without fouling.
Michael Jordan.
Still hot from his last game. Michael Jordan. Beneficial, that is, for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to put, but he just never gives up.
And Jordan sends it back. You know, you have to give credit to the Bulls so far. Clark, they've managed to slow down the Celtics' big 3.
Well, Kevin, they knew they had to be better to give themselves a chance. I mean, so
right now he had a space, had it all lined up, but just couldn't convert on the mid-range jumper.
Good for the basket. Number 9. Jordan against Ainge. Got a piece of it. Jordan with the steal.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings.
Michael Jordan.
Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate. And that just shows how in sync they are as teammates.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
With defensive prowess and nearly a 7-foot wingspan, it's a lot harder to get a clean look on Jordan than most guys. Hey, the field goal percentages tell the full story. One team is playing more smart and efficient basketball.
Chicago Clark featured the Bulls at full strength.
You know, Jordan only played the Celtics once in the regular season, Kevin. It was his 4th game back from injury. We're seeing how different those matchups could have gone had he been healthy.
That's a solid observation.
This is why so many love watching Jordan. This is why so many love watching Jordan play. Such an explosive dunker.
And Mike looking at the two stars for the teams. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan score with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. That's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
3 points.
Well said, it is.
That's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
Wedman. Back to Johnson. And stolen by Jordan. The finish. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Look how fast Jordan acts once he sees an opening, snatching the ball and getting it up the court.
And left to play here in the second quarter. And stolen by Jordan. Here he goes.
He's done a nice job keeping the intensity up. Starting
Good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
You know, we all know about the Boston home court advantage. They won 40 games here.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Good pressure from Bird there. Not giving the shooter any room.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Rolls out from NBA.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games
To play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated.
Oh,
strong finish.
Throw that thing down.
Lighting it up, Michael on one tonight.
McHale trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic I know impresses you so much. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Rolling towards the rim with momentum, Jordan is an absolute terror on the drive.
Seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche.
Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan, Mike, in the final 5 games of the season. An unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever.
CELTICS
Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
Ah, you sound like a coach, but I know you were. Alton's got his first points of the night.
You know, C-Stein's job is to get the ball to open teammates. Great dime right there.
And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year. That for sure. Knocks it loose. Jordan with the steal. Pass to Paxson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. It's rebounded by Jordan. McHale's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Mike. Oh, wow, man.
And perhaps the coach lit a fire under him at halftime because they have...
But Bird gets aggressive and forces his way to the inside shot.
Here's Jordan. The total for Jordan keeps on climbing. He's now past 49.
They can't miss on an absolute tear.
This 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan. Some incredible talents in just their second season.
Michael Jordan.
And it's good for 2.
And, you know, they aren't showing any...
1:11 left in the third. The feed now to Green. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Knight unloads. Jordan's shot is off.
Defense backing off there, knowing the mid-ranger is a low percentage.
CELTICS foul. Larry Bird. First
The Bulls have made
foul.
3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Free throw good, Jordan for the Bulls.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
Parrish is checked in for the Celtics. Johnson comes in for C-Stain. And the Bulls making a change also. Kyle Macy's checked in. And here are the Bulls now.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone.
Kyle Macy.
He showed that.
Macy is out there with Jordan. Then there's Washington. And it's Green, and it's Banks, and at the 3, the small forward. And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some gains towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated.
Redmond comes in for Bird, and it's Seasting in for Dennis Johnson.
Jerry Seasting.
Here's Jordan, and with 63 points, Michael Jordan is the record holder for most points in a play.
Remarkable. Unbelievable, Kevin. Jordan has announced his arrival to the NBA. A bona fide star with a lot of runway still in front of him.
A long runway.
To initiate the fast break.
Stolen by Washington. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. That one is good from Mason.
Hey, make the opponent's turnovers pay off for you. Make them pay for turning that ball over. That's how you run a fast break.
And this is why you can't turn it over against this guy, because he's relentless in transition.
Turning defense into emphatic offense.
And Clark, we might see a timeout coming up here.
For sure.
Yeah, that is the definition of a momentum play. His team is fired up right now.
Mike Ainge, a player that makes a difference off the stat sheet, always doing the little things.
He's an X factor.
Back to Washington. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Down.
Goes up from the top of the key. That one doesn't go, so the Bulls will take it the other way. To the middle, here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
He's just been everywhere tonight.
It's stolen by Green. Outside Jordan, shoots a three, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
How about the ferocity?
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Bill Walton, and he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Chicago.
Both good from the line that time. Good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Washington passes to Banks. To the inside. Here's Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Such a physical player. Jordan seems to embrace getting contact on the way up.
And both free throws good for Jordan.
That was just a force right there, and it's going to cost him.
Tough spot in the game for such a miscue.
And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
Big thank you
and with the series tied at 1-1.